hope that we get Oliver this season, because I assume that, because in this part of the story, Oniman probably, went into the bug planet and started mating, and that's how we get a little Oliver in the world.
I beg your pardon.
I would love that so much, because you know me, I love Oliver. I love that character.
Great. I can't even blame you. He's great.
Welcome to the last minute reaction, where we react to stuff with little to no preparation. I'm Mikey.
I'm Damone.
And today, people, we're back at it again with another reaction for you. Obviously, for people that don't know, over the weekend, it was New York Comic Con. So a lot of really cool comic book announcements happened, a lot of TV show announcements happened, a lot of movie announcements happened. But today, obviously, specifically because, if you can't tell from the background, we are going to be talking about the new trailer that dropped for... And I don't know about you, Damone, but
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited. I mean, we obviously, people that don't know, we started our podcasting journey doing Invincible, and obviously I'll put the link in the corner for y'all to check that out. But back on the Students of Shield during our humble days, and we're huge Invincible fans. Damone, you watch all of the first season, I assume.
Yeah, I obviously read the comic, but I also watched all the first season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I haven't watched the trailer yet. I'm going in blind to this.
Yeah, the only thing that I have seen from the Invincible so far, season 2, are just the posters that they've been dropping and the teaser that they dropped like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. And,
yes, I remember that.
And it was literally just a little preview, just like a little snippet. There's actually a reaction for that as well. I'll put that in the corner too. But yeah, man, I'm excited because obviously from what we've been seeing from the posters and everything like that, obviously there's gonna be they're going for more of like the second, like the next like 10 issues of Invincible. So now we're gonna get some new characters showing up. Like I think I saw some Shapesmith show up. I saw some Bulletproof in some of the posters. And obviously we're gonna see more of the continuing arcs that I set up last season. So like the Sequid invasion is gonna happen. I'm excited. Damone, you're excited? So
very excited. Rexplode and Robot. I can't wait to see more of them. Yeah,
man. Yeah, especially now that Robot is now Rudy. So
yeah, Mini Rex.
So that's going to be something that's going to be interesting. Most importantly, this is the big thing, because I just remembered it. We're going to be getting our boy, our guy, as the main, either the tease towards the main villain of the season. Our boy, Angstrom Levy, or AKA Angstrom Levi Jeans, is what we say on our podcast. I'm excited. I can't wait.
So good.
I can't wait. Let me in. We saw some, because you see it in the poster, like we do see some angstroms in the background, and like in the main poster they dropped a few months ago, but I don't think they dropped some stills of angstrom as well, like in magazines and all that stuff, and like for in the press. So yeah, I'm happy we're getting him, and from what I can guess, I think Sterling K. Brown is playing him. Because he's on the cast list. So
okay,
I could be wrong, but yeah.
I mean, I think that's as good a guess as any, since he's on the cast list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where else he would play, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, no, I don't got any other thoughts, man. Should we just get right into it?
I think we get right into it.
We all remember that day. For some, the pain will never fade.
The animation looks so crisp.
I always wanted to be my dad.
Wow.
What if that happens? What if I become him and I don't even know?
What?
I make more. I can save lives. Put me back out there.
Mark isn't like other Viltrumites. He's a good guy.
God, I love him.
Alan.
Go save the world, Invincible.
You're way too good for me.
I miss Alan.
I call me the Shapesmith.
There's an infinite number of dimensions, and I was born with the ability to...
Yeah, that's Sterling K. Brown.
Them.
Shut it down, or I take it down.
Make us.
You have no idea idea how much I wanted you to say that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your
Wow.
powers don't make you a hero. They make you dangerous.
Jesus.
Make him pay for what he did to your world.
The last 20 years of my life have been a lie.
Oh, damn
You
me.
want this back? Come and get it.
Oh, kill cannon.
Damn.
Adam Eve.
Yes.
I need revenge.
Yes.
So arrogant, just like your father.
People of Earth, the more you resist, the worse this gets.
Oh, shit.
And if you think you can stop us, don't forget, I'm.
Off rip. What do you think, bro? What do you think? Off rip. First thoughts.
Dude, I'm so fucking excited. I love every time that Mark squares off with the Immortal. I just think the Immortal is he's just a ridiculous character. Because am I mistaken? He was Abraham Lincoln, right?
He was, yeah.
And I just think it's insane that he's all these characters throughout history, but also he's just a superhero now.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. Like off rip, I'm very excited. Obviously, like now hearing Engstrom's voice, I know it's confirmed that it's Sterling K. Brown, which I think is a great choice for Engstrom. It gives him more of that threatening presence, I think, and with Sterling K. Brown's voice. So I love that a lot. That ending of this trailer, I think I knew exactly what they're doing. So if you remember, I forget which issue of Invincible was, when we first get introduced to Engstrom, we see him in that parallel universe where Omni-Man and Invincible ruled Earth together, and you see Invincible on like display screens on like a Times Square-esque location giving out orders and stuff. So I think that Kirkman and them, they know what they're doing. They're going to be expanding, giving us more time in that world to make us, give more emphasis on why Engstrom has that motivation that he has.
A little more empathy for him.
Like I think that's genius. I love that a lot. Like, and I think we do see. I'm trying to go back a little bit here, but we do see over here that we see a future robot with a Rudy who's still a tumor baby still, and another version of Eve, it looks like. So like it kind of like Engstrom, this version of Engstrom has a kind of a resistance against Mark, Omni-Man, and like the
freedom
Viltrumite.
fighter vibes going on.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah. So that's what really caught my eye a lot, was that aspect. Mark kind of coming to terms with his Viltrumite side more, it seems like, because we see him a lot more angrier in from what it looks like in this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's using a lot of the power for himself. But I'm excited to see where they go with this, because I love these kind of shows, because they give us this chance to like look deeper into the canon and stuff. And you can tell that the creators on this show help it out, because it's turning out beautiful.
The first thing that caught my eye, like off rip, the animation is a lot more crisp. It's a lot more cleaned up and refined than the last season, which is great. Because a lot of people complained about that in the last season, was that the animation was good, but it still looked a little bit like choppy. So I appreciate that more, and that they took the time to improve it and refine it a little bit. But yeah, no, this looks great, man. I mean, we saw some Cecil here, and again, Mark, emphasizing that he's a lot more angry in the season when he's like, smashing the table, talking to Cecil. That's great.
I mean, his dad just beat him up and left him, so I get it if he's a little angry.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's completely justified. We also, obviously we see his relationship, Amber, progressing. I love the fact that it's like, like I don't really deserve you, and just like flies away. That's so cute. I'm curious to see what Amber's arc's gonna be in this season, because she got kind of short in the stick when she got pissed off about Mark being a superhero, which a lot of people have watched the show the wrong way. So I hope that she gets an arc that kind of changes everyone's perception of her. I think.
Yeah, Amber's a great character, so she needs
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't even think she was that like in the wrong when she was a little upset about Mark not telling her.
What did he say?
Some Guardians of the Globe type deal, because obviously now we have a new roster, and you see here, bro, my boy.
Yeah, they had to replace a lot of people, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder why that was.
Oh no.
Wow, man. Damn.
My boy Bulletproof, bro. I'm so ready for Bulletproof. I can't wait.
So good.
I said this before that, like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but like my theory for where I wanted to play Bulletproof was I wanted to be Michael B. Jordan, but this is why you're stupid. Because it's too good to be true, but I hope it's my boy Daveed Diggs, who is in one of my favorite movies, Blind Spotting, and is in Hamilton and all that. He would be a great choice for Bulletproof. But yeah, the fact that we're getting Bulletproof is in here, but the fact that we're getting Shapesmith as well, you know, like that, that's some cool stuff. And I love Shapesmith in the comic. But you know who's playing him the most? You know who's playing him?
No, I don't.
It's Ben Schwartz, aka Sonic the Hedgehog.
Fucking, I'm so happy. That just made my day. I already like Shapesmith, and now I'm 100 times more excited for him.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Like that I thought Ben Schwartz was a perfect choice. It was either Ben Schwartz or John Mulaney, and I'm just happy they got one or the other. But yeah, that's gonna be great. But also, as we said before, it's Shapesmith's introduction is gonna basically be in part of, you know, the whole Sequid invasion storyline that was teased at the end of the last season, which is great.
2 hours later.
Smaller twin stuff, and they're doing the thing, Damone. They're doing the machine shit with Angstrom.
Yep. They're working with Angstrom. I'm so happy. I just love the Maulers and Angstrom together. They're chaotic mad scientists, and they really
exactly. So and the thing is, like, obviously because they're doing the machine stuff, they're gonna be, you know, he's gonna have that accent that makes him ugly, and I love the fact that they're hiding the fact that, like, they're saving the reveal for what he actually looks like, which I think is great. Yeah, like you see right over here, like, yeah, like he's wearing the hood the whole time and all that. Like they're gonna save that as like a bomb drop at the end of like an episode or something, so what he actually looks like, and I think that's amazing. But yeah, man, they're doing what they did. They're giving us the same backstory in the comic about, like, you know, hey, Invincible made him, like, he thinks Invincible made him ugly, even though he made himself ugly. So
boom, roasted.
Debbie Grayson, the best mom ever, or Christian would like to say, one of the best milfs in comics.
She truly is.
She is, though. Played by played by Sandra Oh. I'm liking it. Yeah, they're gonna be doing, you know how she's gonna be taking more of the emotional hit of you know, Omni-Man's, you know, portrayal. I think which is great. And I know, I wish
we're going to get into any of her relationships post Omni-Man in this season. Or
I'm not sure. I would hope so, because I forget when Doug is introduced. Maddie used to complain about some things involving, like, you know, Debbie's character, the fact, you know, especially when Omni-Man comes back, she turns really quickly. So I do hope the fact that, you know, yeah, they're gonna show her going through this process of, you know, the betrayal of her husband, but hopefully they kind of tweak some things around in terms of, you know, what happens when he comes back, which is more of a season 3 type deal, I think, or like a season 2 type, like late season 3 type deal. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
I think that makes sense, because it's very important for her arc how she reacts once Omni-Man is back in the picture.
Exactly.
A few moments later.
It's kind of interesting because, like, there's less Omni-Man in here. There's less Omni-Man in this trailer. So
I mean, he's on Bug Planet right now, so that makes sense.
That's true. Maybe. But in the teaser, he was shown at the end of the teaser.
That's why I think he's going to be like an end of the season, like reveal. Like Mark goes to Bug Planet, and then he meets Oliver and his dad.
Yeah,
and then we pick up season 3 with them like coming back or something.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know what I've been doing for the last 2.5 months for money? Huh? I've been fucking. I've been fucking hella bitches.
Emotional damage.
Like first week of November, this drops. So yeah, we're definitely covering this shit. Like it's
hell
a
yeah.
we have to.
Not even
We
a
have to.
question.
But yeah. And Dimon, any other thoughts on this before you wanna move on?
No, I'm just really excited to see where season 2 goes. There's a lot of interesting story points that they started in season 1. Slight differences from the comics, which I like. And I'm excited to see like where they take more of the differences. I want to see exactly how different this show is going to be from the comics.
I gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I very excited. Really looking forward to it. Just seeing how they're going to continue with the storyline, how accurate they're going to be from the comics. Also, I'm interested in what changes they're going to make to tweak things around, which is going to be great. And hopefully, they'll deliver strongly, especially with how they handle Engstrom, how they handle the new status quo with the Guardians, how they handle Omni-Man's absence, as well as Mark and how Mark and Debbie are dealing with his absence and his betrayal. And obviously Mark,
the new Guardians is going to be a big point.
Yeah, the new Guardians going to be a big point, as well as the Coalition. Like that's going to be a big thing going forward, I hope. And yeah, I mean also Mark now going more towards his Viltrumite side and worried that he's gonna become exactly like his father, which is like kind of becoming his biggest fear, I think, which is very interesting route to take. So
I think it is, because that's also like a very real person person fear for some people. So I think it's interesting to see that on like a larger scale of like they're both heroes.
Exactly.